Hello friends, welcome back to ESL DRILL. In today's video, we are looking at the poem A Plea for India. This is one poem which actually inspires people to be united and to look for where our roots are, and then how to be strong as a nation and how to be strong and united as people of our nation. Let's look at the first few lines now. The lines are like this. We Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. Then why these fights, which leave us in poor plight? Irrespective of our region, forget the cause which makes us lose our charm. Okay, let's get back and then try to understand. The first line says, we Indians are proud to be a strong nation. Yes, we are Indians and we are proud to be a strong nation. We are a strong country, no doubt about this. And if you look at the second line, our roots, we declare, cannot be shaken. So what are our roots here? Our roots are our cultural roots, our roots of our traditions, roots of our cultures, roots of our beliefs. So everything together is called our roots. And our roots are so strong that we declare, we announce that nobody can shake them and nothing can shake them. It means we are going to be strong and united forever. But is that the case? Is that true? Are we really strong and united as a nation? Let's look at that. So if you are really strong, then why these fights? Then why are we fighting in the name of caste? Look at the next line here. Then why these fights which leave us in poor plight? We are indulged or we are involved in fights. These fights leave us in poor state or poor situation. Here the word plight, P-L-I-G-H-T, plight, is a miserable and a bad situation. And when we fight in the name of something, we find ourselves in bad situations. We find ourselves in poor and miserable situations. So, what should we do? Irrespective of our region, forget the caste. So, irrespective of our region. Irrespective of our region means not considering which region we belong to, whether we belong to this region or that region. So, let's forget all these and let's also forget the caste. C-A-S-T-E-S. So the British pronunciation is caste and American variant is caste. So we say caste. So let's forget the castes. Why? Because these castes make us lose our charm. If you look at the word charm, it's not beauty here. Of course it is, but it's not just that beauty. It's our dignity as well. So we lose our dignity, we lose our self-respect if you keep fighting in the name of castes, communities, religions. So we have to stop this at any cost. Okay, let's move to the next lines here. Let's ignore the selfish call of each region and listen for once to the call of the nation. Why do we spend our time bickering when so many tasks need finishing? Don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? Okay, let's get back and then try to understand these lines. Okay, the first line here says, let's ignore the selfish call of each region. So let's ignore. So what does ignore mean here? Ignore means not pay attention to. Let's not pay attention to something. What? The selfish call of each region. So in each region, in every region, whether we belong to this state or this town or that town, whatever, we have certain selfish calls. We hear certain selfish calls, especially from the people in politics. I can't name somebody or something particularly, but let's take examples of politicians. These politicians make selfish calls. So they say that they want to achieve something, and that's too for the public, for the people. And people fall prey to it. I mean, they become victims. They believe those words and then they start following that particular political leader or political party. And then They just pay attention to selfish calls of those people. So it's just an example, a political party, but it can be anything. Sometimes individual people are like that. But let's ignore those. Let's not worry about those selfish calls made by those people. And what should we do? And we should listen for once to the call of the nation. And we have to listen to what our nation says, what our nation, what our country tells us to do. What does our country ask us to do? Our country asks us to listen to it once. What does it say? What does the country say? The country says, be united, be strong. Okay, let's look at the next one. Why do we spend our time bickering? Bicker means here to argue about unnecessary things. We are spending a lot of time arguing about unnecessary things. Why do we spend our time doing that? With so many tasks need finishing. We have so many important tasks that need finishing. Like we have to take care of our future. We have to lay a strong foundation for our future. We have to take care of our family. We have to take care of our friends. We have to take care of many things in our lives. And when we have so many tasks that we need to finish, why do we waste our time arguing about unnecessary things? That's what happens on television channels as well. So there is some unnecessary kind of interview and we watch that fully, and by the time we realize that it's all waste, it's almost 1 hour or 2 hours at the end of that interview or something. So we are wasting a lot of time arguing about unnecessary things. Okay, don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? The poet is asking us this question. The poet says, don't we have better things to do than indulge in creating problems anew? We are trying to put ourselves into troubles. We are trying to create problems on our own. Don't we have better things to do? A pretty straightforward question. And let's look at further lines. Is all this violence needed with the people being cheated? Who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? Where has all the love gone, which resided in the heart of all? Okay, let's get back and try to look at those. Now, is all this violence needed? Yeah, we are involving in a lot of violence. We are creating a lot of violence, in fact. And what is happening here is people are being cheated, especially innocent people are being cheated. That's bad. Innocent people are becoming victims and then they suffer. And there is a question here, who will return this only son whom she loves a ton? For example, a woman has lost her son in a violent fight or violent situation, and the person is dead now. But who can bring that man back? Who can bring the son back to her? No, nobody can. She has lost her son. She loves him a ton. She loves her son a ton. A ton here means a lot. She loves her son a lot. And of course, every mother loves her children a lot. And who will bring the children back? Look at the next question here. Who will bring back his brother whose ashes he is still to gather? A man has lost his brother, and the brother's dead body is still burning, and this man has not yet collected the ashes burned from the dead body. Ashes that he gets from the dead body. He is being burnt. The body is being burnt. Who will get this man back? There are many situations, many incidents like this. Let's look at further lines. Where has all the love gone, which resided in the heart of all? There is no reason to be proud and be on a high cloud. We have to go a long way. We have to think seriously, else we end up miserably. The first line here says, where has all the love gone, which resided in the heart of all? So the poet is asking, we were all really very caring and loving. We had a lot of love that we showed for other people. And where has it gone? Actually, it resided. The love the poet is talking about resided, means existed in the heart of all. We had that. But what happened now? Why have we lost that love? Now, there is no reason to be proud. So we can say that we are strong and united nation, but there is no reason to feel proud of it. And be on high cloud. Be on high cloud means be extremely happy. We should not be extremely happy because we have to go a long way. We have to achieve a lot. We have not achieved everything. We still have to achieve a lot. We have to think seriously, or we end up miserably. Miserably means in a bad way. So if you don't think seriously, we will end up miserably. It means we will end up being extremely sad. Then let our minds throw out the rot and devote our time to pious thoughts. Let's control the riots. Let's control the riots which leave us with no choice but to hang our heads in shame and say we have miserably failed. We have the power to win, so why not end this din? Okay, let's get back and then read these lines again. Okay, and look at this. Then let our minds throw out the rot. So our minds are full of rot. Rot is actually bad thoughts, bad ideas. And we have to throw out those bad ideas. Otherwise, we cannot be safe. And see here, we have to throw out the rot and we have to devote our time to pious thoughts. Pious means holy and good. We have to devote our time to good thoughts. We have to spend our time in thinking about good things, in having good thoughts. Let's control the riots. Wherever you go, you see at least one or two incidents of violence. They are riots. Riots are violent incidents, violent situations. Now, these incidents, these riots leave us with no choice. They do not give us any choice. But one thing happens. When there is no choice, one thing happens. What is it? To hang our heads in shame. See here, after getting ourselves involved in violent situations, we have to hang our heads in shame and then we have to say, we have miserably failed. I should not have done this. I should have avoided this incident. I should not have gone into that fight. I should not have encouraged that riot. And we say, we have failed. Now, why should we feel sorry about this later? Why should we not avoid that? See, we have to remember a few things. We have the power to win. So why not end this din? So din is this unnecessary shouting and wailing and trying, protesting, staging dharnas, doing this, doing that. So why do we create chaos? Why do we create confusion in our own lives? Let's end this. Let's stop this. Okay, let's look at the last few lines here. Let us unite. Let us unite and fight against those people who incite us. Let us not be misled by those who want to see us dead. We are a strong, united nation. All we need is a bit of dedication. Let's get back to the lines here. The poet says, let us unite. Let us all come together. Let us be united. Let us prove the power of unity and fight against those people who incite us. So incite means to provoke somebody to do something bad or to encourage somebody to do something bad, which is not good. And there are people who encourage us to do bad things. They are around us. If you don't want to be victims, you have to be united. Or if we do not want to be victims, we have to be united. Then these people do not have the chance to incite us, to encourage us to do bad things. Let us not be misled by those people. These people, selfish people, are always there to mislead us. To mislead means here to make somebody go in a wrong way, in a bad way, which is not supposedly right. And these people try to do that. And let us not be misled, misguided by those people. Those people who want to see us dead. Ultimately, they want to gain something and then we want to see our death. So let's not be misguided by those people. And we are a strong and united nation. Really, we are a strong and united nation, but the only problem is that we don't have dedication. But that is what we need. All we need is a bit of dedication. And if we have that dedication, nobody can stop us. Nobody can tear us apart. Nobody can break our strong foundation. Nobody can shake our roots. What the poet said earlier is right. The poet started the poem with a positive note, and then he actually triggered our interest. He actually questioned whether we are really strong and united, just like we say every time. And then finally, he convinces that if we have a certain dedication, we can really be a strong and united nation. Anyway, thank the poet for such wonderful lines. But the thing is, we don't know who that poet is. The poet is anonymous. Anonymous means unknown. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have liked my explanation. If so, don't forget to hit the like button. And if you are not a subscriber yet, please subscribe and activate notifications. Thank you very much for watching this video. I'll see you in my next video.